Welcome, everyone. 45 minutes of gentle chair yoga. So all that you're going to need for today's class is a chair, and we will end down on the floor. So maybe place yourself a yoga mat either on the chair, next to your chair, under your chair, whatever you like. It's just a matter of if you move the chair out of the way or not. And then once you've done that, have yourself a comfortable seat in your chair using the back of the chair. So we're going to start today in a supported sitting position. So I have no idea what your chair is like at home, but let me give you just a couple of tidbits in order to sit in a chair supported and have at least somewhat of a neutral position of your spine. Number one, check in that your feet are flat on the floor and are approximately about hip distance apart. So that's pretty much 2 of your fists between your big toes. Once you have that, make sure that your pelvis, the center of your pelvis or your sacrum bone, make sure that it is touching something on the back of the chair. So a lot of times if you have a full open back chair, that's okay, but you just want to make sure that you're far enough back that your pelvis has some support. If there is no back to your chair, you can oftentimes just kind of place a little tiny towel or something underneath the back of your bottom, and that'll give you enough support. Number 3, make sure that your hips are your knees are below your hips. So if you're sitting in a chair at home right now and your knees are higher, go ahead and grab yourself a pillow or something and place that on your chair. With that being said, while you're grabbing pillows, if you cannot touch your feet to the floor and touch the back of the chair, grab yourself a pillow as well for the back of the chair so that you can contact the bottom of your thighs to the chair, the feet to the floor, and your low back and pelvis area to something. Okay, so as good of a supported seating position as I can make in those quick seconds. Now, here's what I want you to do once you've done that. Let's kind of get our shoulder blades in a nice, comfortable position. So just take a moment to take your hands to the center of your heart. Once you have your hands to the center of your heart today, allow yourself to take an inhale and lift your hands high above your heart. Turn your palms to the ceiling and then stretch your elbows out. And then slowly bring your arms down. But as you bring your arms down, allow yourself to bend your elbows, pull your pinkies to the back of the room, squeeze between those shoulder blades, and get a nice, good alignment of those shoulder blades and shoulders. When you've got your elbows as far as they can come down, just gently place your hands on your thighs. And hopefully you did a little bit of a better realignment of those shoulders rather than them being all the way forward. Okay, last thing to work on is our head and our neck. So can you lengthen your neck and settle your chin into your throat? Now, don't aggressively retract your head back. That could potentially cause neck pain. Just lengthen the back of the neck and settle the chin so you've got some nice, good core muscles firing of your neck. Take your tongue, place your tongue to the roof of your mouth. You've got it. Okay, so we're going to do a simple little breathing exercise before we get moving our body. So we're going to do a breathing exercise to really focus on diaphragmatic breath. So once you have yourself in this beautiful position, go ahead and place your right hand on your belly, just above your belly button. Now that you have that, feel free to close your eyes if you like. There's no more movement or changes of your body to make. What I want you to do is we're going to be doing nice, slow inhales in through our nose and slow exhales out through our nose. But oftentimes individuals have diaphragmatic breathing wrong. So let's take a good opportunity here at the beginning of the class to get an efficient diaphragmatic breath. So when you inhale, slowly let your belly come out into your hand. And then exhaling through that nose, just gently let the belly fall inward. You've got it. It's as simple as it is. Don't allow your chest to move. Don't allow your shoulders to move. Keep those shoulder blades engaged. Let just your diaphragm and all of those muscles between your ribs called your intercostals move. Let's do that for 4 slow, deep breaths. Gentle inhale into the belly. And exhale out. Inhale in, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Inhale in, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final time. Inhale in, 3, 2, 1. And exhale out, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You've got it. So diaphragmatic breathing is the relaxation breathing. So for a gentle therapeutic yoga class, we really want to be focusing, making sure that that diaphragm is also always doing the majority of our breathing for us. All right, time to get away from the back of this chair. So simply all I want you to do, hip hinge, use your abdominals, bring yourself up into a seated position, and then just slightly bring yourself forward so that somewhere between 1/3 and 1/2 of your leg bone is now off the chair. So unsupported sitting, that's where we're going to be practicing our yoga today. Check in that your ankles are directly underneath your knees. In this position, allow yourself to start to roll your pelvis backward. You've got lots of room to roll there now, and then roll your pelvis all the way forward. Modification of Cat Cow. So roll the pelvis backward. Now spread the shoulder blades, look down into your belly button. Roll the pelvis forward, squeeze the shoulder blades, maybe look up to the ceiling. Nice and easy, nice and gentle. Roll the pelvis backward, curl the rib cage down, look into your belly button. Now let's add breath. Can you inhale and roll the pelvis forward, squeeze those shoulder blades and look up a little bit? As you exhale, can you roll that pelvis backward, settle that rib cage down, look at your belly button. 2 more times. Inhale, roll the pelvis forward, squeeze the shoulder blades, look up. Exhale, roll the pelvis back, rib cage down, chin to chest, look down. 1 more time. Inhaling and exhaling. Now see if you at home can find that halfway point between that full roll of the pelvis forward and that full roll of the pelvis backward. For most of us, that's somewhere near that neutral position of our pelvis as well as our neutral position of our lumbar spine. So once you have that, get up nice and tall for me with your spine. Allow yourself from your hips now to just slightly hinge pelvis, low back, rib cage, head, neck, shoulders, everything slightly forward. To check in that you've got a nice good alignment in your sitting position, it should be difficult and heavy to pick up your legs right now. Just check that real quick. All right, let's find another way to get a good alignment of our shoulder blades here. So take your hands, bring them out like you're holding a tray. Shrug your shoulders nice and high for me and rotate your arms outward. You've got it. Now, squeeze your elbows back and down and keep pulling those thumbs to the back of the room. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Turn your palms down and then just gently bring them back down onto your thighs. Nice, good, unsupported sitting for a yoga class now. All right, so here's where we're beginning today. We're beginning with our toes. We're beginning at the very bottom. And today we're going to make it all the way up to the very top. So what I want you to do, see if you can keep this nice, good alignment position. By all means, if you need to look down at the toes, feel free to look down at the toes. But try to keep this nice alignment through the upper half of your body. Take your focus on your right toes. Take an inhale and lift all of your toes up off the floor. Then as you exhale, lower them all back down. That's it. Left foot. Inhale, lift all the toes up, not your foot up, just the toes up. Exhale, back down. Right foot. Inhale, lift those toes up. Exhale, back down. Left foot. Inhale, lift those toes up. Exhale, back down. All right, let's try to make it harder. Inhale, lift all the toes up. Exhale, can you lower the big toe down first, then followed by the other toes? Left foot, inhale all the toes up. Can you exhale the big toe down first, followed by all of the other toes? One more round. Right foot, inhale the toes up. Exhale, big toe first, then the other toes. And finally, last time on the left, inhale the toes up. Exhale, left big toe down first, and then the rest of the toes. Very nice. Now let's incorporate the entire ankle here. So from your heel bone, inhale, lift your entire foot up. Feel the front of your calf engage. As you exhale, place the foot down and lift your heel up. Drop the foot back down. Left foot. Inhale, lift the entire foot up. Exhale, drop the foot, lift the heel up. Nice and simple. 2 more times each side. Drop the left foot, right foot. Inhale the entire foot. Feel that front of your foot engage, your front of your calf. Drop it down. Exhale, lift up onto your toes. Left. Inhale, lift the toes and foot. Exhale, drop, lift the heel. One last time. Right foot. Inhale the toes and foot. Exhale, drop down, lift the heel. Finally, left foot. Inhale the toes and foot. Drop down, exhale, lift the heel. Very nice. Now, allow yourself to try to keep that trunk in that upright position. But in this position, let yourself unhinge a tiny bit. What I mean by that is, let yourself be able to lift up your legs now. Now that you've got that, left hand against the left thigh. Push the hand into the thigh. Try to lift the thigh up into the hand. That's going to create a brace and a contraction through your spine, getting everything nice and stable on the left side. Now that you've done that, right leg. Inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, relax it. Keep your core engagement with the left leg. Right leg. Inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, relax it. One more time. Inhale, straighten that right knee. Exhale, relax it. Very nice. Right hand, right thigh. Allow yourself to push your hand into the thigh into the hand. You'll feel abdominals, hip flexors, even your latissimus muscle and serratus muscles of your upper body engaging as you contract one into the other. But what you're really focusing on doing is allowing yourself to find a contraction to keep a stable spine. Let's move this left leg. So on that inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, relax it. Nothing in the body should be moving, only the left knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, relax it. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, relax it. Beautiful. Let's go back to that bracing on that left leg now. So left hand, left thigh. Keep yourself nice and tall. Shoulder blades are back and down. Lengthen the neck, settle the chin. Push the hand into the leg into the hand. You'll feel your abdominals and trunk engage. Lifting the right leg this time. Take an inhale, lift the leg. Don't let your trunk move. Seems easy, but it's not. Exhale and relax. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale and relax. One more time. Inhale, lift that right leg. Exhale and relax. Beautiful. Right hand, right thigh. Nice tall spine. Lengthen the neck, settle the chin. Shoulder blades back and down. Push the hand into the thigh into the hand. Feel the abdominals engaged. Left leg. Inhale. Don't let anything move but the hip joint. Exhale, relax. Pushing on the right. Inhale, lifting on the left. Exhale, relax. One more time. Inhale, lifting. And exhaling and relaxing. You've got it. So at this point, we've really woken up a lot of the muscles of our legs, knees, feet and ankles. So let's do a little bit of opening up through our joints now. And so take your right ankle, cross it up and over your left knee. Once you have yourself in that position, make sure that you can feel that you've got weight into your right sit bone as well as weight into your left sit bone. Then in this position, index finger, place it between the first and the second toe. And then begin to interlace all of the other fingers with all of the other toes. A nice good opening through these 4 feet of our feet, which oftentimes get so compressed due to wearing shoes. So get your fingers and your toes nice and interlaced. See if you can get those fingers right down to the knuckles of those toes. And then take your left hand with that right foot and give a nice good squeeze. As you're giving that nice good squeeze, you're starting to increase the space between all of those bones in your forefoot. Now, right hand, place it onto the right thigh today. Shoulder blades are back and down. Take a nice deep inhale, roll your pelvis forward. Hello, right hip. As you exhale, maybe you can push that right knee down a little bit. Squeezing through the toes so that left hand is doing something, that right hand is doing something. Lengthen through the neck, settle through the chin. Let's find 2 diaphragmatic breaths here. Slow, deep inhale into the belly and exhaling out. Slow, deep inhale into the belly and exhaling out. Wonderful. Release the right hand from the right knee and then slowly interlace the fingers from the toes. Right foot on the floor. Once it's in its position underneath the right hip, take the left ankle, cross it over the right knee. Once you have yourself in that position, you're focusing on interlacing the left toes with the right fingers. So start with the index finger between the first and the second toe, and then begin to interlace from there until you get all the toes and fingers interlaced, and really push those fingers down so you get a nice, beautiful stretch through the forefoot of your left foot. Once you have yourself there, take that right hand and give it a nice, good squeeze. We have so much tension and compression through our feet from wearing shoes all day long. All right, holding that position with your right hand and your left foot. Now with your left hand, place it on the part of the thigh just above your knee. Then allow yourself in this position to take an inhale and roll your pelvis forward. Feel that stretching through that left hip. And then as you exhale, pushing down with that left hand, getting that further stretch to that left hip. Now make sure you don't have your left shoulder up to your ear. So relax your shoulders down, lengthen your neck, settle your chin. 2 beautiful diaphragmatic breaths here. Nice deep inhale into the belly and exhale out. One more time. Nice slow deep inhale into the belly and exhale out. Beautiful. Slowly releasing the tension from that left hand onto the knee, and then interlace the fingers from the toes. And once you've done that, uncross that left foot, place the left foot onto the floor. Place your hands now to the front of your knees. So you can do one of 2 things here, kind of cup around the tops of your thighs and let your fingers come around, or you can hold behind underneath, depending on your flexibility. But we're going to really do big cat cows this time. So we don't have our back supported against the chair. Allow yourself to start with the pelvis first. Roll the pelvis forward. Bring the rib cage over the hands. Lift the chest up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lengthen the neck and look up. How much can you get extension through the back of your spine? Then as you exhale, squeeze those hands into the thighs. Lengthen the neck, settle the chin, slowly lower down, tuck that tailbone under, curl that pelvis, spread those shoulder blades. How far can you roll back? 2 more times. Inhale, rolling forward, lifting the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades back and down, lengthening the front of the neck and looking up. Exhaling, curling the pelvis down, curling that rib cage forward, spreading those shoulder blades, lengthen the back of the neck, chin to chest, gaze into that belly button. One more time. Inhaling, rolling forward. Rolling, rolling, rolling shoulder blades back, lengthening that chest, really looking up. And then exhaling, rolling backwards, curling everything under. Abdominals go in, rib cage goes down. Lengthen that neck and settle that chin to the chest. And then slowly roll yourself all the way back up to that upright position. All right, now, before we do a little bit more with our hips, let's do a nice little distraction, gentle rotation through our trunk. So what I would like you to do is to take your feet and walk your feet a foot out on each side. So you should have your feet on the floor now, somewhere between 2 to 3 feet wide, completely dependent on the height of your body. Once you have them there, take your toes and turn your toes out so that your leg bones, your kneecaps, and your second toes all line up on both sides. Take your hands and place your hands as close to the tops of your knees as you can. Allow yourself to take an inhale and bring your rib cage older. Don't let your shoulder blades be up at your ears. So pull your shoulder blades back and down. That's where you get the traction of your spine. But you've got your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, and your knees all in alignment with your ankles right now. Check that out. Then take a nice deep inhale here. Squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. And then as you exhale, just very gently drop the left shoulder forward. Allow that gentle rotation and slowly lengthen your neck, settle your chin, and look behind that right shoulder, sorry. Inhale, come all the way back to the center. The slower, the better. Keep those shoulder blades engaged, elbows straight. And then can you exhale, gently drop the right shoulder forward. Left shoulder goes backwards, lengthen the neck, settle the chin, look over that left shoulder. Inhale, all the way back to the center. Keep the traction of your body, so really keep those shoulder blades engaged. Exhale, drop the left shoulder. Right side is where you're looking. And finally, inhale to the center. Traction, traction, traction. Boy, your low back loves this, by the way. And then slow exhale, rotation to the left, drop the right shoulder, look towards that left shoulder. Finally, inhale back to the center. And then as you exhale, weight shift your body back over your pelvis. Walk your feet back in, but not all the way to hip distance. Walk it to shoulder width distance. So have it so that you've got room between your knees for your shoulders to go. So if you're too narrow, you won't be able to forward bend and get a nice, good, beautiful stretch of your low back. Now, in this position, let's do a nice, good segmental flexion. So what I want you to do is start at the very tip of your head, and you're going to roll your spine all the way down between your knees. So let's do this together. So take a deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, lengthen your neck first, settle your chin. And then as you continue to slowly, normally inhale and exhale, let your chin come to your chest. Then start to let the shoulder blades separate from one another. Start to curl the rib cage under. Then slowly begin to take the weight into the hands as your rib cage comes forward, as you start to slowly bend through your low back. Then allow yourself, by the time your shoulders get to your knees, to slowly drop your hands to the floor and let yourself complete that bending forward through your hips and your pelvis. Let your head dangle. Let it be nice and heavy. Gently allow the chin to settle into the throat, gaze backwards towards the knee. Now take a slow, deep inhale into your belly here. And exhaling out. Slow, deep inhale into your belly here. And exhaling out. Now let's return to sitting very, very slowly. So start with pushing your feet into the floor. You'll feel your hamstrings and glutes engage as you do that. Your tailbone actually tucks under as you do that. But imagine where your tailbone is and start to use your abdominals to pull your pelvis back upright.
Hands to the knees as soon as you feel like you need them, but keep curling that spine upward as those abdominals are working, those back muscles are working. Once the low back is upright, start to uncurl that rib cage. Once the rib cage is upright, roll those shoulder blades back and down, lengthen that neck, settle the chin, and bring the gaze back upright. A beautiful exercise to relax not only the entire spine, but also the nervous system. Okay, let's do one more stretch for our hips in a sitting position before we make it down to our mat. So what I want you to do in this position is allow yourself to turn to the left side. So all you're going to do is just do a 90-degree turn to the left. As you do that, you should see that your left knee kind of stacks on top of your left ankle or mid of your foot, and then drop your right foot down. As you drop your right foot down, allow yourself to get the right knee in alignment with the right hip. Toes can be turned under, but if you cannot do that for whatever reason, you can have the top of your foot flat on the floor. And then allow yourself to take your right hand to your pelvis. Allow yourself to take your left hand and slide it to the front of your left knee. That helps you get a good rib cage position. And take a nice deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, tuck that tailbone under. Feel that opening through the front of that hip. Take a slow, deep diaphragmatic breath. And exhale out. One more time, deep inhale in. And exhale out. Gently untuck the pelvis and very slowly unrotate your body back to the center and then rotate your body to the right. So as you do that, line up the right ankle or arch of your foot with your knee, and then let your left knee settle straight down from the hip. Have it so that your toes are either turned under on this left side, or you can have your foot flat if you feel like you need to for whatever toe dysfunction or whatever might be going on. So you pick what's comfortable for you, and then take your hand on the left side to your left pelvis. Take your right hand, slide it all the way to the front of that right knee so that you've got your rib cage forward and not behind your pelvis. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, tuck that tailbone under. Feel that stretch through that front of that left hip. Diaphragmatic breath. Give it to me. Nice, slow, deep inhale in. And exhale out. Slow, deep inhale in. And exhale out. Relax the tuck of the pelvis, unrotate yourself, and then just gently walk your feet back into hip distance. All right, we have our lower body done in chair yoga. Now let's just do a little bit with our upper body before we make it down to the floor. So check in that you still have your knees in alignment with your ankles. You're still using the front half of the chair. Maybe do a tuck or a tilt to make sure that you are midpoint on your pelvis, and then hip hinge forward so that there's weight through your feet. Find that nice, good alignment again in sitting, which really, really works your core, even though you don't even realize it's happening. Let's start with our hands here. So take your hands and place your hands in that tray position that we've already been in. Shrug your shoulders gently up, rotate your arms outward, realign those shoulder blades, pull those elbows back and down, squeeze between those shoulder blades, lengthen the neck, settle the chin, and then just unrotate the shoulders. Now with your hands, allow yourself to close your eyes if you're comfortable with this, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Start with an inhale and spread the fingertips away from one another as much as you can. And then as you exhale, make a nice, good, tight fist. Inhale, opening the fingers and the thumbs. Exhaling, nice, tight fist. Inhaling, spreading, opening up through those fingers and those thumbs. And then exhaling, fists. Turn the thumbs up. Open the fingers, thumbs point to the ceiling.
Wrist movement, just like we did ankle movement. Inhale, push the wrists into extension. So pull the palms away from you. Exhale, pull the palms towards you. 2 more times. Inhale, palms away. Exhale, palms towards. One last time. Inhaling, palms away. Exhaling, palms toward. Bring your palms back to the center position. Thumbs are upright. Then turn the palms up to the ceiling and keep them there. Elbows. Inhale, straighten the elbows. As you straighten the elbows, allow the thumbs to kind of rotate slightly out. You'll feel that in your shoulder blades. Exhale, bend your elbows to 90. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten the elbows, turn those thumbs out. Exhale, bend the elbows. And finally, inhaling, straightening the elbows, turn those thumbs out. Exhale, straighten the elbows. Shoulders, here we go. Inhale, rotate the hands outward, keep the elbows at the side. Exhale, rotate them in and let your big fingers touch. 2 more times. Inhale, rotate out. Exhale, in. Inhale, rotate out. And exhale, in. Back to your tray position, bringing your arms up and out to the side all at the same time. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to inhale out, lift the arms away from you. Exhale in, bring the middle finger to touch. Inhale out, reach the fingers away. Exhale in, middle finger touches. One last time. Inhaling out, exhaling in. Beautiful. Dropping the hands down onto the thighs. Now, with the right hand, bring it out to the side. Take a nice deep inhale and lift it up and over. Place your hand on top of your head today. In this position, allow yourself to take your left hand and bring it gently behind your body. Now, if your left shoulder doesn't allow you to do that, you can kind of place your hand underneath you, whatever you would like to do. But with your right elbow, make sure that it's not pointed to the front of you, but straight out to the side of you. So you're getting a nice little open through the front of your chest. Now in this position, allow yourself to take an inhale and point your elbow up towards the ceiling. Modification of half moon, so just a side bend here. Exhale, come back to the center. 2 more times. Inhaling, elbow up to the ceiling. Exhaling, back to the center. Inhaling and exhaling back to the center. Beautiful. Now, keep this position with your hand, but just slowly slide it a little bit more so that that middle finger touches the top of that left ear. Relax your left shoulder back and down, lengthen your neck, settle your chin, take a nice deep inhale here, and then on your exhale, gently side bend your head to the right. Feel that gentle elongation through that entire left side of your body. Keep that chin settled in and that neck long. Take a slow, deep diaphragmatic breath here. And exhale out. One more time. Nice deep inhale in. And exhale out. Inhale the head back up. Exhale, relax that right hand down. Release the left hand to the front of your body. Let's do it all over on the left side. So take your left hand out to the side of your body. As you inhale, bring the hand up and place the hand on the top of the crown of the head. Check in that your left elbow is out to the side. So don't have it pointed forward. Really get that stretch through the anterior of your chest. And then take your right hand and gently place it behind you. Option number 1. Option number 2, you can place your hand underneath your right sit bone so you feel what feels good for you today. Really focus on that left elbow being out to the side here. Take a nice deep inhale, lift the left elbow up, and then as you exhale, side bend. Coming back to the center. I think I got my breathing screwed up there. Let's try that again, guys. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, come back. Yeah, that sounds and looks better. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, coming up. Exhaling down, relax your shoulders, keep yourself over your feet and your base of support. Last time, inhaling, lift that elbow up. Exhaling, coming back down. Very nice. Now keep the hand on the top of the head, but just slide it over so now that middle finger is touching the top of the right ear. Right hand stays where it is. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then on your exhale, gently side bend your head to the left. Tension, no pain. Please do not go into pain. Just feel a nice little tension through the right side of your neck. Let's do those 2 beautiful diaphragmatic breaths. So keep the neck long, keep the chin elongated, chin tucked in. Take a deep inhale into your belly. Exhaling out. One more time. Nice deep inhale in. And exhaling out. Inhaling, bringing the head back up. Exhaling, dropping the hand down. All right. Now we just need to make it to the floor. So what I would encourage you to do is turn yourself to one side or the other side of your chair. Allow yourself to have one hand on the chair, slide one leg back. Allow yourself to use a nice good lunge position to slowly lower yourself to the floor. It's not very far away, so it should be pretty easy to do. But that way you're on your knees. Just gently take your chair, move it away from your yoga mat, and place yourself in hands and knees. As you're getting yourself in hands and knees, check in that your hips are stacked on top of your knees and your knees are hip distance. Look back that you can't see your feet on the inside or the outside. Then walk your hands so that your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Elbows as well. Index fingers are forward, thumbs, pull them in. Outer 3 fingers, spread them out. One more round of cat cows. So as you inhale, lift that tailbone up, arch that back, really let that rib cage drop, lengthen the front of the neck, squeeze those shoulder blades looking up. And then as you exhale, tuck that tailbone under, really contract those abdominals, curl that rib cage, lengthen the back of your neck, chin to chest. Inhale, sink everything down with that spine. Find that length through the front of your spine. And then as you exhale, curl everything up. Really find that length through the back of your spine. One more time here, inhaling. And exhaling. Stay in your exhale here and slowly and gently push yourself back into child's pose, dropping your hips towards your heels, finding the sit bones towards the heels, gently resting the belly on the thighs, chest onto the knees, gently dropping those elbows down, crown of the head, finding it on the floor, keeping your neck long, your chin tucked. If the crown of your head does not touch the floor, use your hands, use some sort of support so that you don't let your head dangle. No way to get your nervous system to relax if that 12 to 14 pound head is having to dangle in the air. So support that head however you can. Place your tongue to your roof of your mouth here. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. But 2 slow, beautiful diaphragmatic breaths. Gentle inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. And one more time, slow, gentle inhale in. And exhale out. Then slowly bringing yourself up into hands and knees, just to transition down onto your side. Now, once you've made it down onto your side, dropping yourself left or right side does not matter. Allow yourself to roll over onto your back. And as you make your way onto your back, kind of settle yourself in the center of your yoga mat. Maybe do a quick little pelvic tuck and tilt and feel comfortable that your pelvis is in neutral, knees are bent, feet are flat onto your yoga mat, approximately hip distance.
Roll those shoulder blades underneath you, lengthen your neck, settle your chin, and then take your right knee to your chest. Take a deep inhale in, and as you exhale, pull that knee into your chest. Once you have your right knee nice and secure to your chest, take an inhale, lift the left leg in the air, and then as you exhale, drop that leg down onto your yoga mat. Nice deep inhale into the belly. Exhale, pulling that right knee into your chest. Now, take your hands and wrap it around the underside of that knee, keeping that knee to your chest. Point those right toes up, lengthen your neck, settle your chin, and take a deep inhale and straighten that knee as you keep the knee to your chest. Exhale, relax it. 2 more times. Inhaling, straightening the knee. Exhaling and relaxing. And one final time, inhaling, straightening the knee, and exhaling and relaxing. Left leg, inhale, slide the leg up on the yoga mat. Right leg, exhale, drop it down to the floor. Take an inhale as the left knee comes to your chest. On an exhale, pull that knee into your chest. Then with the right leg, inhale, straighten that leg out. And then as you exhale, drop that leg down onto the yoga mat. Left leg, nice deep inhale in, and then as you exhale, pull and secure that knee into your chest, and then take your hands to the underside of your knee. Point your left toes up, lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Start with an inhale, slowly straightening the knee, but keeping the knee to the chest. And then as you exhale, gently relax. 2 more times. Inhaling, straightening. Exhaling and relaxing. And finally, inhaling and straightening. And exhaling and relaxing. Beautiful. Taking that right leg, inhale, sliding it up, exhale, relaxing that left foot to the floor. Now, allow yourself to let your left leg go flat onto your mat. Take your right foot to the top of your left thigh. Left hand, reach for that right knee, right hand out to the side of your body. Take a nice deep inhale here. Then on the exhale, spinal twist. Right knee goes to the left, feeling the pelvis and the low back and the rib cage lift sequentially. Right shoulder blade stays down on the mat. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin, and then turn your gaze to the right. Nice deep inhale into your belly here. And then exhaling out. Slow, deep inhale in. And exhaling out. Bring your gaze back up to the center. Starting at your shoulder blade on that right side, derotate your spine, rib cage, low back, pelvis, then hip. Place the right foot on the floor, slide the left leg up, slide the right leg down, left foot onto the right thigh, right hand reaches for that left knee, left hand out to the side of your body. Take a nice deep inhale here. Then on the exhale, spinal twist to the left as that knee goes. So does the hip, so does the pelvis, low back, rib cage, left shoulder blade stays down, lengthen your neck, settle your chin, and turn your gaze to the left. Nice deep inhale into the belly here. And exhaling out. And one more time, slow deep inhale in. And exhaling out. Unrotating that head first, starting at that shoulder blade and unrotating that spine, rib cage, low back, pelvis, hip, then knee. Place the left foot on the floor, slide the right leg up, bring both of your knees to your chest. Take a nice deep inhale in. As you exhale, hug your knees to your chest, lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Take one beautiful diaphragmatic breath here. Deep inhale into the belly and exhaling out. Now, as you exhale, keep the abdominals contracted. Drop one foot down to the floor at a time, maintaining that brace of those abdominals. Slide the legs down to the corners of your mat, and then gently releasing through the pelvis and the abdominals, relaxing through the low back, getting those shoulder blades underneath you, dropping the hands out to the side of your body, palms lifted, lengthening your neck, settling your chin. Tongue to the roof of your mouth, soften your face.
Take a slow, deep inhale into your belly. And exhale out. Slow, deep inhale in. And exhaling out. One more time, as slow as you can. Inhale. Let just the belly expand. And exhaling out. And then start to wiggle the fingers and the toes and circles with your ankles and your wrists. And then when you feel like you're ready, sliding one leg up, followed by the other, and gently letting yourself roll to your left or right side. Taking a moment there to take a breath or two, and then on an exhale, bottom elbow, top hand, pushing yourself up into a seated position. Finding yourself in easy pose. Hands to the heart, smiles on the faces. Take a nice deep inhale in and exhaling out. Namaste. The highest in me salutes the highest in you. Thank you for joining me today.